taking place. So if it turns out to be what it looks like, which will be Obama versus McCain, I think McCain will probably wind up getting more of the middle.
What do you mean left wing? You mean like communist things like wanting to get out of
No,
I
mean that there was a study taken of voting records by, I think, the National Journal, and he was considered the most liberal of the entire 100 members of the Senate. Now, you may consider that a badge of honor, but it certainly isn't a badge of moderation.
I think so far in the primaries, he's clearly proving he's the one that's drawing, independents and Republicans.
So far, yes. But again, I think that reflects more a fact that most people aren't that familiar with exactly where he does stand, something that he has encouraged.
I think part of the appeal of Obama is that there's he's appealing to people that are sick and tired of left and right, conservative, Republican, liberal, Democrat. I mean, they want someone to stand up and lead. And he can inspire. Getting back to McCain,
but is that going to survive?
Yes.
When people know his voting record?
The voting record, you can't get anything through Congress anyway. What difference does it make?
I don't know what somebody
the voting record doesn't mean anything.
I mean, Hitler led. I prefer to know where someone wants to be led.
For the record, he said Hitler, I didn't.
McCain is the perfect candidate for the Democrats on the war on taxes and most of all, the judges. The shift in the Supreme Court, the potential move in the Supreme Court under McCain is going to be dreadful to the liberals, and the liberals will come out.
That's never been a voting issue, though. I mean, I think you're right. I think the potential for the next president is 3 or 4 Supreme Court justices, but as much as we talk about it over the course of the campaign, once you go to the primaries, voters tend not to be at the top of their list.
I think the economy, the fact that we're moving more and more officially toward a recession, I think the war, I think that all of that is going to hurt McCain, whoever his opponent is. And I think that the old liberal versus conservative tag is not going to stick as it once did. I think that he's absolutely right. Americans are getting more away from these ideological locked-in frameworks and start saying, I want to see some solutions and I want to see leadership, and I think that that's going to be the difference.
I agree with Al. When you're heading into a recession, that's the guy you want, is the guy that goes, I don't really know much about the economy.
Is spending $845 billion on global poverty going to help with a recession? I mean, you look at what the guy wants to do for change. Change is spending more money. Change is bigger government. Universal health care, universal schools, universal clothing is going to be next. I mean, we're going to universal everything.
Well, one universal is to bring back all those billions out of Iraq. I mean, the way in a recession that you don't want is a guy saying we're going to maybe be 100 more years spending billions over in Iraq looking for weapons of mass destruction. That's really going to do well with people losing their job.
Am I hearing from all of you, tell me if someone disagrees, it sounds like there's sort of an unspoken assumption, so I might as well put it on the table here, that Obama's the Democratic nominee.
Absolutely.
Unless Hillary destroys the party and it's a backroom deal, which she might as well not be the nominee because she won't get the Democratic Party to come out and vote for her.
Can I ask you a question about the delegate count?
Sure.
All right, because this occurred to me, and maybe I'm all wet on this. It occurred to me, we're looking for magic number 2025, but if you take Florida and Michigan out...
And that's the number with Florida and Michigan out.
Okay, well then if they're out, isn't the magic number 1861?
No, the number would be higher with Florida and Michigan are in.
How do I think?
Well, she's got to win every state. 65% from here on out.
You got a lower total delegate count.
That's why it's 2025.
She's not the
Right,
nominee.
because the 4,049, but if they're out, if Florida and Michigan are out, then the whole delegate count comes down.
But there's no scenario under which either candidate is going to get a majority of the delegates. The superdelegates are going to have to make the choice. They hate it. But Democratic Party superdelegates, after the election of 2000, are not about to vote for someone who did not get a majority of the popular vote. Obama got the popular vote. He'll get the superdelegates, and he'll get them probably in middle of June, early July.
The biggest advantage that Obama has is that, forget black, white, he is a very likable person.
Yes.
You can be 180 degrees out of phase with his political positions,
Yes.
but you like Mr. Obama. And the same thing with Hillary, it's exactly the opposite. She's horribly, I'm a likable person. That's gonna determine. People human beings. I like this guy. I don't like her. That's it.
That's exactly right. I think there are no flies on Barack Obama. The guy is, he's a great candidate. It's just the liberal part of it.
Reverend, I heard a McCain supporter say the other day that Jeremiah Wright, Reverend Wright, is going to be more famous by the end of this election than Billy Graham. How big a problem will that be?
Well, I don't think it's going to. First of all, I don't think anyone is going to be able to make anyone responsible for their pastor's statement. And I think that, as he stated about Hagee, everyone in America knows that ministers and evangelists use all kinds of dramatic language. And to say that Oprah went to their church, people want to stop watching Oprah because she was going there, I think it's absurd. And I think that the fact that he handled the Ferrari thing so high level, why would you impose on him what he didn't impose on Hillary? I think that's crazy. And by the way, Billy Graham was caught saying a lot of crazy things that didn't hurt Billy Graham.
What's interesting is people are saying that sort of stuff, and
has been the victim of a lot of. If you turn on Fox News, Sean Hannity says he needs to explain his connections to the Weather Underground and Louis Farrakhan. And, then the story turns out to be he went to a guy's house once that his predecessor brought him to, and Louis, what was his former pastor's daughter's magazine once gave an award to Farrakhan. It's like, oh, that's not a connection. But
he's not even a pastor anymore.
Yeah, I'm an ex-Catholic girl, and I'm pretty sure statistically my pastor probably diddled some altar boys. Does that mean that my pastor would be that I'm...
It is just so amazing, George.
Can we say diddle or Z-spin?
Every one of these people belittling the problem of right would be, Al Sharpton would be leading protests outside John McCain's pastor's home if he had said about blacks what Wright has said about whites. What a hypocrite.
No, what did he say?
What did he say?
Yes.
Oh, come on, you've heard the
No, you don't know.
I don't know. Oh, come on, Al.
What did he say?
Give me a break. I don't know.
What did he? No. He made a statement that I bet you can't.
He said that it's U.S. KKKA is the United States. It's the Ku Klux Klan.
He said what?
KKKA is what he called America.
What did he say about whites?
Excuse me. He constantly mocks rich whites. And that
That's
white
not
America...
making a statement.
Al, shut up. You'll hear what he said, Al.
I've given you absolute UK language because you can't quote what he said.
I'm quoting now, Al. If you shut up, Al, I'm not going to be intimidated by him. I'm finished. Because if Al Sharpton, if there was a white Al Sharpton, he wouldn't be invited here. He wouldn't be invited to TV. He wouldn't be invited, and you know what? They wouldn't give Bob Grant his award. Radio and Records full Bob Grant's award, and Al Sharpton's on this panel. Double standard.
What did he say?
Double standard.
That's not what he said.
And
What
I
did
need
he
to say
say?
no more to anybody in here with half a brain.
Please give him a moment so he can say what he said.
I don't have to answer to you. I'll finish.
What did he say? What did he say? This is the fraud of the attack.
What you said about you
What did he say?
and every other ethnic group, Al, and you've gotten away
We'll
with
get to
it.
what I said later. Just tell us what Jeremiah Wright said. It is unbelievable because you can't say it.
Right, Al, right. I only talked about it for 5 hours yesterday. I
That
can't
was
say it.
today.
I don't have to humor you, Al. Everybody in the room
One
knows
of
what
the
he
things he
said.
said was GD America, which I think would be offensive to anybody, whether you're black or white. But look, we're getting off on all this, the Barack Hussein, Obama, and all that stuff. We need to be concentrating on the issues and the guy's liberal record and what he wants to do as president. And I think change is the wrong way. His change is liberal. We need to forget about all this cursory stuff on the sidelines. We need to get to the issue.